Greetings, students. Welcome to the Chapter 2 PowerPoint walkthrough. Let's go ahead and get started by going to the assignment calendar. From our assignment calendar, the assignment is due on the 7th. And we are going to click on Chapter 2 Greater Project Orientation Homework. Let's go ahead and download our materials. And go ahead and click on the download instructions files and go ahead and click on download the student file or the file with your name. Do not, once again, use the download all files. It'll open in a read-only format and you will not be able to complete the assignment. And then go ahead and come down here and click on the assignment. Lastly, click on Enable Editing. Alright, we are done with step number 1. So let's go ahead and move to step number 2. It says on slide 1, format the subtitle New Employee Orientation as Word Art. So let's go ahead and come down here. Let's go ahead and click on New Employee Orientation. And let's go ahead and highlight New Employee Orientation. And let's go ahead and come up here to our ribbon. And notice that it's just the same as Word and Excel that we've done before. We have our Home tab, we have our Insert tab, we have our Design tab, and everything is within these tabs. Notice we do have some different ones here. We have transitions, animations, and slideshows, which we'll learn about in future assignments. But for this case, once you've highlighted New Employee Orientation, let's come over here to the Format tab, right here, this Drawing Tools Format tab. Once you come to this Drawing Tools Format tab, let's come over here to our Word Art Styles, right here. For me, I have a couple of them showing. Depending on your screen resolution, you may see something a little different. Go ahead and come up here and let's click on this down arrow with the line above it, which says More. And let's find the style that we want. It says we want Fill Orange Accent 1. Well, let's go ahead and find Orange Fill Accent 1. Oh, here we are. It's the second one over. Fill Orange Accent Color 1 Shadow. Go ahead and click on that. And notice how it changes our text and our word fill.
Is it darker 50%?
Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to change the text fill to dark red, accent 2, darker 50%. So now we're going to come back up to our Word Art style where it says text fill right here. Let's go ahead and click on text fill. Let's find dark red, which is the column right here. And let's find darker 50%, which is probably going to be closer to the bottom. It is the last color under the dark red accent 2, darker 50%. Let's go ahead and click on that. And we are done with step number 2. All right, moving on. Step number 3. Select the picture and then crop the image from the left so that the center left crop aligns with the left half of the horizontal ruler at the 5-inch mark. One thing we did not do when we started this assignment, we need to turn on our ruler. So let's come up here to our View tab. Under our View tab, let's go ahead and put a check mark next to Show Ruler. So go ahead and put a check mark next to Ruler. Notice when you do that, we now have a ruler on the top and we have a ruler down the side. So now let's go ahead and click on our picture. And let's come up here to our Picture Tools Format tab. And it says we want to crop the picture, so let's go ahead and come over here to our size grouping. Let's click the down arrow for crop and hit crop. And notice when you do that, we're now going to have these black little icons going all around it, a little picture frame. And we want to crop it so that the left half, let's see, from the left side. So we're going to go ahead and come over here to this little handle right here. Notice when you hover over this handle, you should get this a little black straight icon. Go ahead and click hold and drag it. Notice up at the top you should see this red dotted line on the ruler. Go ahead and move it over to the 5-inch mark right here and let go. And now you should see where we're going to crop the picture. It's going to be a little bit tighter on this roller coaster. And let's come up here and let's hit the crop button one more time. And that will now crop that to that 5-inch mark on the ruler. And we are done with step number 3. All right, step number 4. It says change the picture height to 3.5. So our picture is still selected. We have the dots going around it. So let's come back up here to our Picture Tools Format tab, and let's change our height from 4. Let's go ahead and click and go ahead and change our height to 3.5 and hit enter. And it wants us to apply an orange 8-point glow. So let's go ahead and take, it says it is a picture effect. So let's come over here to our Picture Styles grouping. Notice we have something here that says Picture Effects. Let's go ahead and click the down arrow next to Picture Effects. Let's go ahead and hover over Glow. And then let's go ahead and find the one that says orange 8-point glow. So let's see, boom. Glow 8-point orange accent 1. That is what we want right here. Glow 8-point orange accent color 1. And it might be named a little differently on your system depending on how updated your Microsoft Office is. Now it says use the Align Selected Objects command to apply the Align Middle to the title and the picture. So let's go ahead and notice how our picture is still selected. Go ahead and hold down your Control key. And also click on the title. Just click on it once. And notice now we have dots going around both of them. That means both of them are selected. And it wants us to apply Align Middle. So let's go ahead and come up here to our Arrange grouping right here. It's under the Picture Tools Format tab. Arrange. Let's click the down arrow next to Align. And we are going to align middle. All right, now let's go ahead and go to slide number 2. So if you look over here on our left-hand side, we have what's called our slide selector. So let's go ahead and click on slide number 2. And under slide number 2, we have this. It says our goal is to ensure that all employees. Let's go ahead and remove the bullet symbol from the paragraph. Let's go ahead and click on that, and let's go ahead and highlight that paragraph. Once you've highlighted the paragraph, come up here to our Home tab under our paragraph grouping, and let's go ahead and just click on this icon. You don't have to click on the down arrow, just click on the bullets icon. And it will now remove the bullet from the paragraph. And then it says change the shape fill. So let's go ahead and come up here to our Drawing Tools Format tab. And we want to change the shape fill. So under our shape styles, under shape fill, we want to change it to tan background to darker 50%. So let's go ahead and find tan. That's brown. Let's see. That's brown, gray. Here we go. Tan background 2. Looks like it's the third row over, or third column over. And we want to do darker 50%. That's 90%, a little too dark. There we go, keep going up. And here it is, tan background 2, darker 50%. Go ahead and click on that. And we want to change the shape outline to black text 1. So let's go ahead and come back up to our shape styles. Let's click on shape outline. Let's click the down arrow. And we want to do black text 1. And it should be this black color right here, the second column over. And we are done with step number 5. Step number 6 on slide 3. So let's come over here to our slide selector. Let's click on slide 3. It says convert the bulleted list to a hierarchy type SmartArt graphic. So let's go ahead and click on our bulleted list here. And let's go ahead and highlight our bulleted list. All right, so we're going to come here to the Home tab. And we're going to come over here to the Convert to SmartArt under the paragraph grouping. And let's click on Convert to SmartArt. And let's go to More SmartArt Graphics. And here we're going to go to our hierarchy list here, our hierarchy options. And we are going to find hierarchy list. And here is our hierarchy list right here. This is hierarchy list. This is the one what we're looking for. Go ahead and click on this and hit OK. And notice how it now changes it to a SmartArt. It wants us to change the color to colorful range. However, pay attention to here. Notice how we have dots going around day 1. Meaning if we change anything, it's going to change it only to this particular one. We need to come over here to the top corner. We need to click on the outer border. And when you click on the outer border, it will deselect that one little item within that SmartArt. And now the entire thing is selected, and what we do will affect all of the SmartArt. So let's go ahead and come up here to our SmartArt tools. Let's click on the Design tab. We're going to click under SmartArt Styles where it says Change Colors. Click the down arrow, and we want to colorful range 3 to 4. So let's go under Colorful, and let's find the one that says 3 to 4. It's the third one over. Go ahead and click on that. And now we want to install the Intense effect. So let's click on the down arrow with the line above it under SmartArt Styles. Click on the More and find the Intense effect, which is this effect right here. And we are done with step number 6. Raise your hand if you need help there. All right, moving on. Step number 7. On slide number 4, change the to bulleted list to numbering. So let's go ahead and click on our slide number 4 from our slide selector. And let's go ahead and find where it says day 1. Let's go ahead and click on day 1. And let's go ahead and highlight this bulleted list. Let's come over here to the Home tab under our paragraph grouping. And we don't have to hit the down arrow. Just go ahead and click on the icon that says numbering. And it will change those to numbers. And let's go ahead and do the same thing under day 2. Let's go ahead and click on day 2. Let's highlight the bulleted list. And let's come back up here to our paragraph grouping and click on the numbering icon. And we are done with number 7. All right, on slide number 5. We're on step number 8. On slide number 5, let's go to slide number 5 using our slide selector on the left-hand side. Change the bullet symbols to filled square bullets. So let's go ahead and click on our bulleted list. Let's go ahead and highlight the bulleted list. Notice when you highlight the bulleted list, the bullets are actually not being highlighted. That's fine. It's still selected. And let's go ahead and come up here to our Home tab under our paragraph grouping, and let's hit the down arrow next to bullets. And here we have different options. Let's find the one that says filled square bullets. It looks like it's this one right here, filled square bullets. Let's go ahead and click on that. Notice it changes the bullets to square. We also want to change the color of the bullets to tan background 2, darker 50%. So let's come back up to our paragraph grouping. Let's go ahead and click on the down arrow next to the bullets. And let's go ahead and click on bullets and numbering. From here we can change our color. So let's go ahead and click on color. And let's find our tan. And let's go down to tan darker 50%. And then let's change the size to 100%. So right here it says it's 80. Let's go ahead and change that to 100. and hit OK. And notice now they are tan, a dark tan, and they're just a little bit bigger. We're done with step number 8. Raise your hand if you need help. All right, step number 9. It says on slide 5 in the placeholder to the right, we want to insert an online picture. All right, so let's come back over here to our placeholder. Let's go ahead and click on the online pictures. I'm going to type in fire alarms and hit enter. I'm going to find a picture with a background. This one right here looks like it has a pretty predominant background. So I'm going to click on this icon and hit insert. And we are done with step number 9. All right, moving to step number 10. It says remove the background from the picture. So let's go ahead and let's make sure our picture is selected. And let's go ahead and come up to our Format tab. My remove background is not highlighted. So let's go ahead and just click once. I'm going to delete this little exclaimer down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click on just this text down here, and I'm going to hit the delete key. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on the picture again, and then I'm going to come up here to my Picture Tools Format tab, and now my Remove Background is enabled. So I'm going to click on Remove Background, and notice how it kind of highlights all of the background, but notice that it missed some right here. So I can come up here and I can click on this icon that says mark areas to remove. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to have a pen, and I'm just going to kind of just draw where I want to get rid of. And notice now it fills in all of that for me. I just had to do a quick L shape, and I'm going to go ahead and hit keep changes. And now that background is gone. And now it says we want to apply a brown 18-point glow accent color 3 picture effect. So I'm going to come back up here to my Picture Tools format, and I'm going to go to Picture Effects, and I'm going to click on Glow, and I'm going to find brown 18-point accent. Nope, that's 3. Or that's 6, that's 5, that's 4. Here we go, brown accent color 3, and this is the glow 18 points. So it's this option right here. Go ahead and click on that, and now we have a nice brown glow around our picture. And we are done with number 10. All right, moving on. Step number 11. It says on slide number 5, insert a text box. Well, we are already on slide number 5. So let's go ahead and come to the Insert tab. Under our Insert tab, we're going to find under the text grouping, we have a text box. Let's go ahead and click on text box. And notice after we click on text box and we move down to our PowerPoint, notice how we have, looks like a little sword icon. And it wants us to insert a text box on the left side of the slide at the bottom. So right about here. We're going to go ahead and just click once, and a text box will be put in. Go ahead and type in all employees will be tested on park safety procedures. Make sure you do the exclamation point. All employees will be tested on park safety procedures. Exclamation point. And now it says using the align to slide option, we want to align center and align bottom. So let's go ahead and come up here to our drawing tools format tab. Let's click on that format tab. Let's go ahead and come over here to our arrange group. Let's go ahead and click on align. Let's go ahead and hit align center and click on align again and hit align bottom. And we are done with step number 11. Step number 12 on slide 6. Let's go ahead and come back here to our slide selector. Let's click on slide 6. It looks like it is the last slide. And it says from the shapes gallery, we want to insert a basic shape diamond. So let's go ahead and come up here to our insert tab. Under our insert tab, we're going to find where it says under illustrations, where it says shapes. Let's go ahead and click on shapes, and let's find a diamond shape. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Under basic shapes, right here it says diamond. Go ahead and click on the diamond shape. Now we have these little crosshairs, and it doesn't make a difference where you draw it. Just go ahead and click, hold, and draw yourself a diamond. We're going to go ahead and change all the properties in just a second. So just draw yourself a quick diamond. Now we're going to resize that diamond. So let's come up here to our drawing tools, our format tab. And let's come over here to our size grouping. Let's go ahead and change this size to a height of 6. So type in 6. And let's change the width to 8. And hit enter. And we're done with step number 12. All right, moving on. Step number 13. It wants us to align the slide, apply center align, and middle align. So let's come up here to our drawing tools format tab. Let's click on the format tab. Let's come to our arrange group. Let's click on align, and we're going to align center. Then we're going to click on align again, and we're going to do align middle. And it should put it right there in the middle of our slide. Now it wants us to apply the moderate effect brown accent 3 shape style. So let's come up here to our shape styles. Let's click the down arrow with the line above it right here that says more. And let's find the moderate effect brown. So let's go ahead and find a brown that's color filled. All right, so moderate effect brown accent 3. Right here, moderate effect brown accent 3. Notice how when I hover over these, it tells me exactly what they are. So go ahead and click on that moderate effect brown accent 3. Changes the effect for us. And we're done with step number 13. Raise your hand if you need help. All right, moving on. Step number 14, it says in the diamond, type in Sensation Park Entertainment Group welcomes you. So just go ahead and click on the diamond. Notice there is no cursor or anything to show that we have a text box there. But just make sure you click on it, it's selected, and you should be able to start typing, and it should type right in the middle. Make sure when you type this, you capitalize the beginning of each word. Make sure you get your punctuation at the end, the exclamation point. Once you've typed in this entire thing here, let's go ahead and highlight our text. Make sure you highlight the entire text. It wants us to change the font size to 28, so let's go ahead and click on our Home tab here. Under our Home tab, under our font grouping, let's change it from 18 to 28. And then it says to the diamond shape, apply the last bevel effect. So let's go ahead and let's click off of our text. Let's go ahead and click on our Drawing Tools Format tab again. We want to find our shape effects right here. It says shape effects under shape styles. Under bevel, we want to find the one that says it's either Art Deco or round convex, which for me it says round convex. It's this very last one right here. Go ahead and click on that. And we are done with step number 14. All right, step number 15. It says insert a header and footer on the notes and handouts. Let's come up here to our insert tab. Let's come over here to our text grouping. Under our text grouping, let's click on header footer. Let's make sure we select the notes and handouts slide. It wants us to include the date and time, so let's put a check mark next to date and time. We want it to be updated automatically. We want to put in the page number, so make sure there's a check mark next to page number. And then let's go ahead and put a check mark next to footer. And go ahead and type in your last name. So for me, it's Reed _ Jason _ 2G _ orientation. And hit apply to all. And we're done with step number 15. Raise your hand if you need any help. Moving on. All right, step number 16, display the document properties. So let's come up here to our File tab. Under our File tab, let's click on Show All Properties. Under Show All Properties, we want to go where it says Tags, add a tag, and in all lowercase type in orientation. And we are done with step number 16. Let's go ahead and hit the Save button. We are done with our assignment, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this Save button one more time. And I'm going to go ahead and close out of our assignment. And I'm going to come back to this page right here. I'm going to close out of our Download Starting Materials. I'm going to come here to our Choose File. I'm going to click on Choose File. And it should be under Downloads if you are using Google Chrome. And here it is, our my student file, Go 16 PowerPoint Chapter 2. I'm going to click on that and hit Open. I'm going to click on Upload. And I'm going to click on Submit for Grading. And hit Close Assignment. Now to see how well we did, let's go ahead and scroll back down. Let's find our assignment and let's click on the 3 dots next to it. Let's click on those 3 dots and let's click on View Submissions. And it looks like I got a 97%. I did something wrong. I'm going to go ahead and click on this.
It says on step number 6 that we didn't apply an intensive.
And that's, yep, it says right here that on step number 6, I did not apply an intense effect. You're more than welcome to go back and fix that. I'm happy with a 97. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of this. And I am done. Once again, feel free if you need to contact me through email, through Canvas. And have a wonderful day.